All right. How are we? Hey, can you see my full screen there? I've just, there we go, I'm going to move it over a bit by the look of things. I'll do it like that. Oh. Right, can you all see that? I just want to make sure that my mush, hang on, let me just make me a bit smaller. How's that? Is that a little bit better? Okay, yes, so, apologies, I have an echo. Ah. Let me mute everything else and just make sure. All good now? Alright. Can't see the bottom of the lower chart. Yeah, I'm seeing that too. Okay, hang on. My laptop died, right, this morning. And just so happened to be the time when I could pick up my PC. So I've got that sorted. And I've just had to reset everything up. So there might have a couple of little things to sort out here, which is weird because we tested it before. I'll try and fix it just quickly for you guys. Just waiting for my buddy Luke to tell me how. Because it's weird that it's, I don't quite understand. There's a lot of things I don't understand. Hang on, let's see. Maybe I can work this out. Does that do anything? No, that doesn't do anything. What if I do this? Is that better? How about that? Can you see all of that? Sorry. Yeah, I had the, honestly, my laptop died halfway through my scan this morning, so. Alright, I think that looks better now. I can see everything on my screen over there. Looks like we've got everything going. Hallelujah. Ha ha! Screw you, technology. Actually, I shouldn't say that because it'll probably just break again. Alright, so it's good to be back and good to have, well, not all my screens, but I got three. Three of them. Okay. Screen dim. Let me just see if I can turn that up for you. How do I do that? No. Game mode. What's game mode? No. Oh, how about that? Is that better? Is it a bit brighter? Okay, beautiful. I think that looks bright. I just want to make sure you can see everything, and unfortunately I had to test it with you here live. But I'm back. I've got three screens again. Not quite back to my four that I'm used to having, but it'll do. Just got to straighten that up so that it doesn't annoy me. I'm real bad with, if it's not horizontal, I don't like it. Anyway, this is brought to you by FTX. As far as I'm concerned, the best platform out there for trading the way I do. If you're not using an FTX account right now, in the description below here, you'll find that there is a link there where you can get 10% off of your trading fees. There's also, for anybody, and I've been asked this question quite a lot lately, because a lot of new traders are coming in. What I'm saying is this, you want to learn how to use the platform, how to manage your risk, how to go long, how to go short, what orders we use and how we use them. And if you just open up the description below, you'll see there's a video that says how to go long, how to go short. Now, both of those will show you how to manage your risk as well. It's critically important, if you're going to be using a perpetual contract, a futures contract, that you understand how to manage your risk and how to raise your orders. There's no need to get it wrong. It's very easy to get it right, and those videos are there for you. I'm really hot and sweaty because I just finished my training session, but you can't tell, I hope. Anyway, I feel super duper. Bitcoin, what are we doing? Crab walking. No, they don't walk. They're like full crab walk style. Very, very average looking chart on Bitcoin. It's just consolidating, right? I mean, it's holding the line. Have a look at this weekly now. This big psychopathic weekly candle is just down to Elon Musk, really, changing his Twitter thing. I don't know what it's called. It's a thing to me. But, you know, if not for that, what's that? 39. Let's call it 35,000. It'd be somewhere like that. So it'd actually be a pretty tasty little candle, right? But alas, it is not. We've got to see. We've got to work with what we've got in front of us. The problem I got here, guys, is look, this 4 hour is still looking super suspect. This is how I like to see things. You know, nice cyclicity, moving quite nicely. It's a bit ugly right now, and it's not in the list. Across the board, of course, pretty hideous. The old yeehaw, nah. Don't go chasing these sorts of things. I would strongly suggest that you don't, simply because of what you see here. Don't do it. So, let us go ahead and have a full scan of the perp list. By the way, anyone who's here who hasn't been through the Trader Cobb website, go check it out, tradercobb.com. You'll get a free course there. Absolutely free, 4 hours of content, so you can understand a lot more of the language of what I'm talking about here. Okay? The rest of the strategies are there if you want them after. So, we'll go past Bitcoin, we'll go to Ethereum, because Ethereum looks really quite tasty. The reason it looks tasty to me is it's really just the daily time frame. Higher low, higher low, higher low. It's consolidated in quite nicely, and although there's not a precise level, if we can break out to new highs, I think Ethereum definitely has the potential to have a very strong run. We know when Ethereum kicks, it kicks hard, and it does look good if it can break higher. Anything can happen, of course, and if we look at the weekly, perspective is needed. It could still have a big pullback to 1,000 or more. It just looks as though on the daily at the moment to be holding steady, and I'm liking it. As far as the 4 hour time frame goes, it's pretty hoo-ha, a bit messy. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm just going to pop that in as a reference point, right? Because if we pop above there, then a pullback into that level could be cradle trades, booster trades. And you know what? If we get a couple more tests up this end, we could even get a breakout there. But it's not making me list tonight, today even. When I look at AVE, no, not interested. I tell you what I would like. I'd like to see it pull back in a bit further. A little bullish candle on that daily. One heck of a trend. But it ain't there for me just yet. Bit boring. Cardano pushes on once more to new highs. That was yesterday with a 10% candle. My mistake, 18% candle. Let's have a look in here at the lower time frames. Question: do I update the FTX trading list when new coins are added? Oh, no. Usually it's the lovely Rachel, who's one of my apprentices. In the Trader Cobb community, she usually sends me through a new list every month or so because she knows what she's doing, and I applaud anybody that can help me to do less. Thanks, Rach. But yeah, they do get updated. You want to have enough data to be able to really look at it. You know, like if it's something that's only got a little, a couple of days trading, it's not of interest to me. It really isn't. And nor is Cardano at this stage. It's just a little bit too, just a bit too all over the shop. Leaving it alone. Algorand. Tell you what I like here. High, hello, high, hello, higher, high. Really nice cyclicity here. You know, it's really, it's a big range. Like it has been banging around, flapping its gums quite a bit, but it looks all right on that daily. As a matter of fact, it looks better than all right. If it pulled back into, say, 60, a little bullish daily candle, super duper. But, alas, we also have a bullish candle right here. So I'm just going to, what I'm going to do, two things. You're going to pop you in the little yellow, and I'm going to make you a little yellow, because that's worthy for you to look through your checklist. Okay, that's a checklist checker. On to Alpha. Again, not much data there on that daily. Would you use the history from other exchanges when something's new to FTX? Yeah, you can do, mate. I did that with the FTT token today on that daily candle, just to get some more perspective around the size of the candle. You can go ahead and do that, but it's got to have a bit of data. Like it's got to have a few weeks at least for me to lost for words. For me to really get interested. Alt Perp needs to get through that resistance. Still quite sideways. Did break, but it's still hanging in there. But you know, good to hear you're taking some profits there, guys. Well done. Hanging in there. Got to get through. Not quite there. Ooh. All right, let's go lower. Ooh. Let's do a little bit of fib work. We'll just see what we get here, if we get anything at all, eh? sticky beak here. 51.38. Oof. I'm going to get rid of those levels now and just sort of sit back a little bit. 2 hour. We're converging on the 1. We're converging on the 2. It's back in the zone. It's nothing wrong with the candle. It just looks weird. Not very often you get a candle that looks like that. I mean, you can see the cradle working back here. Boing! Back in the cradle zone. Boing! Off we go. Look, I can't rule that out. Sure, the pullback here, it did get a little bit coffee and sputtery, but that's a doozy right there. All right. Well, there we go. I'll move on. Oh, one thing I want to check here on the daily. Again, I've got this giant monitor now. I'm not used to it. Still trying to get used to it after, what, a few hours. There is a little higher low, higher low, higher low, boom, boom, up we go. So daily does have an uptrend. So yeah, okay, well, I'll keep an eye on that. Atom, still a little bit caught up around these regions. There is a higher low and a higher high. I'd like to see it skip on a bit further, get a little bit more cyclicity in there. I just don't have enough right now for me to really warrant digging too deep. Still a little bit caught up. AVAX. I was watching this on, was it the 8 or the 12? It was the 8. This was right around the morning when my computer just sort of crapped itself. So there was nothing there for me. I didn't mind the level, but it's no longer of interest. Balancer. I think we're looking lower here. The screen's so big. How much lower am I willing to go? I'm just going to throw this in again. Badum. Throw in a fib here. Guys, if you're liking what you're seeing, or if you want to help me out, and I know most of you do, just hit that subscribe button, hit the like, thumbs up, and hit the notifications on. That'd be a big help. Look, usually when I spend too much time staring at something and going, or I touch my head, or I touch my nose, or I make a noise, it's usually suggesting to me that it's not quite there. So, look, if the 1 hour pulled back in, I'd want to know, right? I would want to know. But the 2 hour, no, I'm actually going to take it out. I'm going back on that. How about higher? No, I can just do a straight non-commitment on that. Basic attention token level, not quite good enough there. Too much more than a bee's dick. Bitcoin Cash, still too sideways. Binance, now how's this for a little ripping move? Big old, crouching tiger, hidden dragon out of there yesterday. 16%. Well done to my old mate BNB. As you can see, it pulled back in beautifully. You might have taken that. It wasn't the most beautiful pullback, but also it wasn't horrendous. Let's go lower. Good to hear, Elizabeth. Sounds like you're doing well. There are the sounds. For me, it's the 4. I want to see it pull back deeper and give myself a little bit more to work with, or extend further and give me something on the lower time frame. So I'm going to keep it in that list, but it's likely a bit of a longer wait. BSV, as has been quite some time, is dead to me. Good night. Bitmax, no thank you. Chiles, more chiles. Look, it's a reference point at best up there, ladies and gentlemen. And I shall skip on. Come on, mouse, don't fail me now. Tell you what I do like. All right, somebody's got a Trader Cobb profile picture. Luke, get them. Okay. Yeah, I'd love to see it pull back into the daily. Let's keep working down. Oh, look, I don't think I'm going to put that in just because it's got such a long wait. It'll probably be tomorrow morning and I'd have to pick that up if it was to get anywhere near being close to good enough. Prince. Okay, let's just have a look at if there's any confluence going on here. A little bit. Yeah, don't boot me out, Luke. Look, I'll pop it in. We'll see how we go throughout the scan. We might get rid of a couple of other markets that aren't quite so nice. See, that's about as minimal amount of data as I'd want, and then I could skeet over and check out another platform against dollar tether or something. DeFi needs to move a bit more out of there. I'm not such a fan right now, although it is pulling back. It's not really no. I can see YouTube and Facebook comments, Brad. And it's a Facebook comment. I think Luke's probably got them before they... I think he's got there pretty quick. Doge, I can leave that. Dot, not doing much for me there either. Dragon's got to get cyclicity. Still caught. Very similar to that of Ethereum and something similar as to Bitcoin. Scientology, leaving that. EOS has been moving. For me, with EOS, look, yes, there's a higher low. Yes, there's a higher high. But it's still in that... sideways, you know. I want to see the cyclicity kick in a little bit better than what it has done at this stage, so I'll move on. Ethereum Classic, well, too sideways, too much of a yeah, nah, I'll walk away. Let's have a look here. Okay, thoughts on BSV? Rubbish. Sideways. Horrible. There is a little pullback there on the 2 hour, the 1 hour. Let's have a look. You know, if it got into there, I'd be keen to check out Exchange Prep, but you're going to see something that's going to be an exchange token in a minute. It's going to be way better. Filecoin, good night. The pink bird. Now, we talked about this old pink bird for quite some time being this consolidation. Now, of course... it's popped out of there. We do have a higher low and a higher high. The cyclicity, well, let's talk about that because it is magnificent. Well, it's pretty good anyway. Higher low, boom, 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 boom. I was really keen on that if it pulled back into this region. Now, it's not done that, of course. It's very clear to see. And that's not going to, you know, there's no mustard being cut with that. Come on, mouse. Don't fail me. Stop it. So I'm going to have to take that out of the old red list. Goodbye. Come on. Oh. There we go. FTT, favourite chart at the moment. Show you why. First of all, Zedele. Higher low, higher high. Pull back into the cradle zone. Bushka off of $11. Big candle. Unfortunately, it was a pretty big candle. Zoom out to another time frame, and it might not have seemed so big. So not time frame. Another chart. Of course, with all this data, it does make it look a little bit congested. But I did like the look of that this morning. What I like even more now is the fact that we've got a higher low and a higher high. We've got an old level of resistance that can act as support. I jumped to the 1 hour, and you can see it's not the strongest level to be fair, but match that up with a Fibonacci. Got a double in here. A pullback into that region is certainly ticking boxes for me, and that's why it's in the list. I'd like to see it come back. If it doesn't, it needs to get better cyclicity. You know, it's kind of a straight line run. I'll be leaving it in the list, but that's all for the time being. Okay. Holy Trinity. Trending very nicely on that daily. 4 hours. Zooming out. Higher lows, higher highs. 2 hour. Yeah, not bad. Got to come back in a bit further. Look, I'll pop in the old Holy Trinity. What's an ETH up? I'm just trading these contracts, not the ETH up. I do like Holy. If it does, look, it's got a lot to do for me before I'm interested. But, you know, if it does it, then sweet. Don't think I like the 8 as much as, say, the 12, because a clear higher low, higher high daily is trending quite nicely. I'm not going to put that into the watch list. And the reason I'm not going to put that into the watch list is because it's going to be something that will, if it's going to set up for me the way that I was hopeful, It's got to pull back a lot further, and that's going to be a tomorrow morning play for me if it does eventuate. Need to see Carver break through these highs. I don't know if they're all time. Absolutely not. They're not. No, not. Oh, look, I'm just going to reference point that. If it pushes through, a couple of things actually. If it comes back in and it ranges and gets super, super, super tight, could be worth a crack. Otherwise, if it pushes through, this could work on the lower time frames actually. Yeah, here you go. Look, anchor point there for a fib level to be drawn if you know what the booster is. Kyber. That level's pretty spot the dog, isn't it? It's got to get up through though. The trade's on. It's off the level if it pushes through. I will keep an eye on that again. I just couldn't find any reasons not to at least look at it. Only doing the perp contract series. This is brought to you by FTX at the moment. Sorry, Sam. Don't forget to like, subscribe, thumbs up, hit the notifications, all that stuff. It helps me to get more eyeballs, which helps everybody in my community. Litecoin is a negator. Matic. I did look at this morning and go, what do we think here? My issue is that candle. You know, it's not the smallest candle here, but it's that spike up and back down. That's what's kept me out of it, and it's what will keep me out of it. Mid perp needs to extend itself a little bit further, prove itself a little bit more. Maker, Mr. Maker. Oh, that bloody show. Oh, and cheers to all the parents that are sending their kids back to school. It's a great time of year, isn't it? I'm going to leave Maker. Mr. Maker, nah. Meta at a bar. Got to get out of that consolidation. Bit more momentum required there. What do you got for me, Mr. Neo? How about the 4 Dinky Day? Ooh. No, I can very happily leave Neo. OKB? Nah, not for me. OMG, still in this choppy chop. Higher low, higher high, yes, but I'm not too keen. Hang on, hold the phone. Just gonna. It's not an exact, but it's kind of pretty bloody close, isn't it? I don't like the chart structure really. I mean, no, and the 2 hour wipes itself out. That's fine. I can leave OMG. It's about making a decision. If I can find one or two, if it's 2 things, it's a definite no for me. If I can find one thing to leave it, I'll tend to leave it as well. Especially while the markets aren't on a raging run at the moment. There are some that have been on a raging run, and there have been some really good trends as we've seen. But until we get more of that, and here's one I prepared earlier for members that are on live trading floor, indeed even in the community. That 8 hour little cradle there played out for 1-to-1 quite quickly. This is the one I'm in right now. Nah, it's nah. Why? Bit of chickadee China, the Chinese chicken there, bit ugly. Yeah, it's not really. Yeah, and a couple of little devil horns up here. If it sounds like I'm making up words as I go, you'd be right. Ooh. Again, not really what I'm after there, is it? The cyclicity is kind of a bit... No. Currently looking as its name suggests. Want to see it bust. If it pushes through that resistance, we're looking good. SNX. No, I got stopped out in that little bugger. This week? No, last... I don't know what day it was. This was a shame for me, man. I waited for this all day yesterday. All I needed for that was that candle to be smaller. And I waited and waited and waited and waited, and you would have still got your 1-to-1 if you took that. But that's not the point. It's about focusing on doing the right thing. And I just didn't get exactly what I wanted. Now it's moved. What's the... I don't know. It was off of a Smash Mouth song or something. The Chinese chicken thing. Somebody Somebody's going to know. Someone from the 90s. Ooh. That's today. Bare Naked Ladies. Thanks, Brady. Oh, that's a 30. It's that one. I know it's much easier to be down on yourself with hindsight, but I'm looking at the convergence here. I'm looking at that little bullish candle. And, yeah, sorry about that. Bradley. I've got it in my head now too. At least it's not Mr. Maker. Well, maybe that's back. I'm looking at this. I mean, 12 o'clock was right in the middle of me setting this magnificent setup back up. But that was a screamer. Look, I'm not going to dwell on it any further, but the trend's there. Oh, you got it, Sally, on the 4. Oh, you did take it back here. Yeah, righto. So you got another nice little profit in there. Well done. All right, let's just see if I can add something else in here, because it's starting to look. It's going to go on the list. That's one thing that's for certain, for sure. I don't know if that's going to cut the mustard. No mustard being cut there. 15. There's nothing I can really pinpoint right now, unless it was to be a half hour coming back into here. But I didn't know that had happened. Clearly. Anyway. Okay. Sushi. This is just a rip-roaring runner. Again, look at the cyclicity. Look at the trend. It's beautiful. This trend is a doozy. This is the sort of thing I'm talking about when I say focusing on good, strong trends. Now, whether you get your opportunities or not, that's beside the point. Well, you just got to know where to look. And there is a butt ton of momentum right here. Anything lower? Nah, it's a bit messy there, really, isn't it? Two things. If it kicks on and gets more convergence, sweet, boosters. If it pulls back, beauty. You know, oh, man, we're going to have a big list. Big difference on this morning, Scan, I got to say. SXP. Boo, boo, boo. No, I can leave that little fellow behind. Theta is a no. Tomo. Thomas the Tank Engine. Do. Daily looks fine there. 8 hour. I feel like I'm looking at this like an old man getting used to it. I'm like, just trying to, what I'm looking at here is there a predefined level that I can work with? And I gotta say, not quite just yet. There really isn't. See how it's hit, it's pulled back deep. It's got to come back, touch, and get, tighten that up, build that momentum, build that force. And as I go lower, it just looks worse. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to put that into the watch list. No, I'm not. I'll wait till the morrow. Tron, Messi, I'm going to leave that. Uniperp, another one that ticked the boxes yesterday for members. Bit of a bigger candle, but I believe it did get one-to-one quite quickly. As far as right now goes, there is no such thing as right now. It didn't break very well here. It's got to kick on further. It's divergent. I'm leaving that. Uniswap. That was DeFi money, wasn't it? Uniswap protocol and Uniswap index. I don't know. Either way, charts. VeChain, no, it's messy. Waves, got to kick on. Stellar, very messy through here. Monero, no. XRP, slightly higher low. It's got a higher high. But oh, is there Cam? Righto. No, I mean, look, I'm looking at that daily, and look, the 2-day, we're gonna have a trend there. Too much hoo-ha around XRP for me to realistically want to be involved at all. Tezos flat. This is DeFi money. This is Yearn. This is Zcash. Okay, what have we got here? All right, we're coming through. Oh, I don't like that. Oh. No, I'll leave it. It's just, I mean, look, it's a glorious looking little push through. It's come through a resistance level. It's got to kick on though. I want to see it kick on. I want to see that cyclicity really come in. And you look at this 2 hour and it's just gone whoop, straight up. Not into it. Not into it. Not yet. Oh, let's try that 4 day. Nah, there's a little bullish candle. But yeah, nah. 1 inch. Just one. Ripped right away, didn't it? That would have been a real pisser, right? You would have, I think it broke down. Hey, look, let's pretend that it broke up. I think it might have gone down because I do recall this. But if you got put in there and you got stopped out on a cradle, oh, these things happen. It can be frustrating as all hell. They do happen. You got to take the good with the bad. Yeah, you got that. Oh, mate, good on you, Jake. Bloody, and you stayed in. Sweet Mother Mary. Right, let's go and have a look at the list we got. Please start calling 1 inch 2.54 centimeters. The best comment by far, mate. I love it. Excellent stuff. Okay, Algorand. So yeah, this little puppy here, I love that daily trend. I love that cyclicity on the 12. This is the sort of thing I'm looking for. It's this candle here. If you know what the cradle is, go through your watch list, do what you got to do. You know what you're looking for if you've got the watch list. Coming down to ample fourth. 2 hour in the zone, 1 hour, tickety boo, 25 minutes to go. Again, check your checklist. Go through your checklist, make sure you're doing the right thing for you and your trading plan. Bunaba. Long wait here. Realistically, it's got to come out. It's a tomorrow morning sort of thing, right? Cream. Prince. Something in the vicinity of this double fib. Little booster. Sorry, not a booster. Well, it could be. Little cradle in there would be worthy on either time frame, to be fair. So that's got to be there. Exchange perp. That 1 hour is looking pretty tasty. I do like the look of that. It's got to come in, of course. A bit of more waiting to do. Pull back into that zone right there, and happy Craig in DDO. Just got to wait, see if we get it. If it doesn't, if it fails to do that, it's got to unsticky itself and get that cyclicity moving, and I'll be looking at lower time frames for boosters and cradles. Holy mackerel. 2 hour pullback into there. Give me something like that, but with a pullback, a nicer pullback, and that'll have my attention. Again, more waiting required. Kyber. Got to push on further, and then we've got 2 anchor points on the 30-minute. Anchor point 1, anchor point 2. Level here. Pretty damn tasty looking level. So it could be boosters, could be cradles. Again, you're just going to have to wait and see. Solana. Ouch. 30-minute pullback into there. Could be a treat. Mr. Cam Bolton, another one of my apprentices, did mention this. What are you looking at there, Charlie Brown? You going... Oh, I see what you're looking at. Yeah, okay, yeah. Well, it's bang in the right area, isn't it? So, you know... and finally, sushi. Come on. realistically, it's got a long way to go, doesn't it? I mean, I'm only looking on the 4 hour, really. Yeah, I'm going to take that out as well. It's going to have to pull back quite a ways if we do get a big dip. Sweet. But until then, it's going to sit out. So a bit of a good list. There's some pretty good stuff there. The decision maker for me, I've made my decision. The decision maker is on this puppy dog on Algorand. And like, thumbs up, subscribe, notifications on. Open your account if you haven't got one with FTX with a 10% discount link below. If you want to know how to raise your orders, below in the description. If you want to know how to manage your risk, same place. If you can't see it on Facebook, go to YouTube. It's all there and you can suss that out. Please do share anything you like from mine. Go to tradercobb.com. Free course there if you haven't got it. You have yourself a bloody great day, and I'll be back very, very soon to do this again sometime. I shall, have a great day. I'm going to have a great day. You may as well have one too. Cheers, guys. I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.